Right here from Android Coliseum, and I'm going to show you my review of the HTC One M9. And for those of you who've never experienced boom sound in the past, you'll see just how much this thing sets itself apart than the competitors, and it's really, really does an amazing job of sound quality here. That's just awesome. Again, if you're not really experienced before, it really just kind of punches you in the face with all that sound quality. So let's take a look at this device. It has a nice little sleek finish on it. It's very much smooth without being slippery, which is really kind of nice. I'm not a fan of where they put the volume keys this year, or sorry, the power key right next to the volume keys. I'm constantly not sure which one I'm touching. It does have a little different feel on the power key there, so we shouldn't have that issue, but I always do. We have the infrared port now at the top and all nice right across. The camera is slightly raised, so when it sits on the ground, it feels like it's going to scratch itself. But I haven't noticed any issues that way, but again, it always just draws attention to itself there. And for some reason, the micro USB port on the bottom is always upside down compared to other devices I always see. And that's just always I notice with HTC. But minor details. You also notice that on the edge of here, where the backing plate fits onto it, it is slightly, I might get that focus there, slightly raised, and so it feels like there's like a tiny little case on it already, and it's kind of weird, but it works. So turn this device on. What do we get out of it here? Let's get the focus back on. Alrighty, so what's really nice when you get the home screen up is that you do have this little home worker out. So kind of like, remember Aviator or those other kind of customized home themes, where depending on your geolocation, it'll start changing what apps it might show up there. So it's really kind of neat that it does that. We also have Blink Feed, which is really cool. Ooh, you can win an HTC One M9 with our website. And I know a lot of people who just love this feature. You can integrate your social media feeds into it. You can also integrate different websites in there, and it'll read them for you. So let's take a look at what else we have. So yeah, get into the app drawer, and I'm always wanting to slide left or right, but it's an up down slide. I can't get used to that, but whatever. I mean, a launcher is easy to install. In terms of apps that you're going to get in here, what I did is I made a little drawer over here that says, here are the HTC apps you're going to get installed. There's 10 of them there, and there's 4 third-party. Peel Smart Remote. Oh, I love Peel Smart Remote. That is really good. Scribble, just a drawing pad. Polaris, just for Word and Docs and stuff. Skype. I mean, these are apps you might install anyways. Maybe not Scribble, but whatever. In terms of this guy here, so themes, lets you change the themes and thing. Zoe, I don't really know what the point of Zoe really is. And you make these really funky little videos. I'll show you later. Photo editor, it works pretty well. Dot view, weather, HTC backup. I like HTC backup. I reset this thing a couple of times now just to play with it, and it comes right back. So it's really nice. The HTC Print Studio, which is really cool. It can pick, what do you want to print out of the pictures you have. So really kind of nice to bring your photos to life. All right, what else we want to show off? One thing I did want to mention, that if you are going to be doing this, if you get, where is it? Google Drive. Where do they put Drive? Drive, you're going to get a 100 gigabyte bonus for it. So make sure you put it in the right account. I gave it to my other account that I don't really use, so you can do it a second time, unfortunately. All right, so one of the things we're going to notice about this camera is we now have the ultra pixel camera here in the front. So let's look at the camera app. I really like the camera app. The camera app, you can play around with, again, most of your standard features. Manual features really nice that you can play around with all your different ISO settings. I can change my shutter settings however I want. Manual focus. So again, let's see if there's some control over it. We do have, okay, get out of those. We do have changing to the selfie camera just by swiping, And you have the little fancy, make it blush or smoothing look on people's faces. And then you have the panorama. It only has a panorama going that way, unfortunately, so that's all you really get. And then you can actually add other features like photo booth or bokeh or right now split capture, and I think they're probably going to add more to that too, and eventually. But I really like the camera. I mean, it did really do some nice pictures. They turned out okay. I mean, I did some really harsh lighting scenarios, and it did pretty good. I gotta admit. You're also going to get a photo editor, so I can take a photo from the gallery, and I can just use essentials, let's say, and attack filters. These special little kind of filters that you'd want to add into it. So, and then you can play around with flare, add frames. You know, again, let's have some funky little features to it. You'll notice that if you go into Zoe, that a lot of the same. I'm making a Zoe. So let's not those ones. I'll use this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. It the themes and the names are the same as you would notice in the other spots. So that Rosala, for example. So it kind of keeps the same sort of name and sound and feel to them. Unless you edit then, and then you can share it with Zoe. But yeah, I mean, other than that, this thing has been doing quite well. The performance has been really awesome. The battery's been pretty good. No complaints there. And again, it comes down to really is the sound. And especially if you're using this for media, you're using this for games. The sound on this is really awesome. It really is sort of surreal in how that real stereo feel makes it. Again, you forget what stereo sound is like. This game here I've been playing, having just that sound, really, you can't really tell on this camera, but I mean, it really does help make the game feel surround, and you really don't feel like it's just right here. It does give that wide surround. So anyways, that's the video. I'll have a full review up on the website, so tell me what you guys think about the HTC One M9, and whoever wins that contest tonight, congratulations, you're getting an awesome phone.